All right. Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Bahashim Ruach HaKodesh. All right, double honors to our apostles, the great millstone of well, and peace and salutations to the elect. All right. So I'm coming back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai with another after camp lesson. I was supposed to do this our last camp, but it was getting pretty late, so I want to go ahead and do it now. And this is just a quick exhortation breakdown. Okay. An exhortation on brothers to continue to fight the good fight of faith. Okay. All right, which is commanded. Okay. We at the end of this thing. Okay. The end is manifest. Okay. And we understand that this gate is going to get more straight. Okay. And there is a victory. Okay. So this is just a quick video, man, I want to do. We all know this scripture. You brothers in the faith. The book of 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. And I'm going to pretty much start at verse 40, man. And once again, this is an exhortation, to your brothers and myself to continue to fight for the faith, man. We know whatever's brought upon you, take it cheerfully, keep fighting. As long as we have this truth, we have Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, the fear, which activates obedience. Okay, eyes to see, ears to hear, able to take correction, all of that. It's a gift. It's a blessing. Okay, and eventually it's going to pay off, man. So without further ado, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 40. Okay, matter of fact, I'm going to start up a little bit. Okay, 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 38. All right, it says, "Arise and stand, behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord," right? All right, and those who are going to be sealed is talking about who? Was speaking about the elect. Okay, the elect are going to be sealed from the judgment that's going to take place on Babylon the Great. Okay, those that are alive and remain, according to the book of 2nd Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, are going to be the ones who meet the Lord in the air simultaneously as this destruction takes place. They're going to be sealed from the judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, which is the second death, which will be by thermonuclear fire. Okay, and how are you going to be sealed? Being the elect. How are you the elect? You're giving diligence to make your calling and election sure. Okay, and you're going to escape through what? Your faith and your works. Okay, not just existing. Okay, verse 39, it says, "Which are departed from the shadow of the world, and have received glorious garments of the Lord." Verse 40, it says, "Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord." And the white, ultimately, when you go to the book of Revelation, it says that the white represents the righteousness of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Let me get that real quick. Salakio. I should have had that already on deck. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 8. It says, I'll start at verse 7. It says, "Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready." Right. The Lamb represents Yahushai. Okay, the wife represents Israel. Okay. And the word marriage means to join unto. Okay. All right, and that's what we're going back to. Okay, we are joining with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, with Yahushai. Okay, and we're going to reign with Yahushai 1,000 years, as it is written. Okay. Verse 8, it says, And this marriage is going to take place after the destruction. Okay. Verse 8, it says, and to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. And who are the saints? The saints are the Israelites. Okay, when you read about salvation, okay, and being delivered, only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be delivered from the destruction. Okay, and only the Israelites will inherit the kingdom of heaven. Now the heathen are going to be there, but they're going to be in subject to us. Okay, especially Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man, which is the wicked according to the Bible. Okay. Verse 9, it says, and he said unto me, right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of Yahweh. Okay. So blessed are they which are called unto the marriage, man. And that's who? The elect. Okay, so you brothers that's in this truth, okay, working out your salvation with fear and trembling, and you put off the rudiments of this world, and you worked out your salvation. Hey, in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, you are blessed. Yeah, it comes with its different oppositions of the world. Okay, but the sufferings of this world are not compared to be with the glory that we're going to get from Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Okay, and we have to understand that. We have to believe in that, man. Okay, we're going to get that glory, man. We just got to earn it. We got to wait for it. We got to continue to fight for it. Okay, going back to the book of 2 Ezra, the 2nd chapter, verse 40, it says, take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which shall fulfill the law of the Lord. And we went into who that represents. It says, the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of Yahweh, of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. And who's that speaking about? Once again, that's speaking about the elect. Okay. Verse 42, it says, I, Ezra, saw upon Mount Sion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praise the Lord with songs. And this is speaking about the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Okay. New Jerusalem coming down, okay, and establishing righteousness on the planet Earth, man. Okay. All right. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. Right. And who's this speaking about? This is speaking about Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, he's going to be the ones, okay, who sets the crowns upon our heads for those who went out there and labored, as it is written, good job, thou faithful and servant. Go enjoy of the land of the Lord. What's that? The parable of the talents. Okay. All right. Verse 44 goes on to say, it says, so I asked the angel and said, sir, who are these? Right. Who are those who are receiving the crowns? He answered and said to me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. So when we go out there on the highways and the byways and we confess Yahweh Bashim Yashai, okay, there's a reward that comes with that, man. Okay, what is the reward? It's the crowns. What did the Lord say? Okay, which represents what? Rulership. Okay, because when the kingdom of heaven is established, we're going to be ruling. Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 26. Okay, it says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. Okay, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. This is what he's saying. He says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. So overcoming what? The beast, the image, and his mark. What are the works? Going out there on the highways and the byways, teaching, building yourself up in the faith. getting grounded. Okay. It says, keeping my works unto the end. Right. See, this is going to be unto the end. There ain't no retirement in this truth, man. There ain't no, oh, I put in 20 years and I'm done. No, this is until the end. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved, right? It says, and keepeth my works unto the end. A part of the keeping the works is rejecting the MOTB. That's part of the work too. Okay? That's part of the work, is rejecting the MOTB. Okay? All right? No matter how much it hurts or frustrating it is. Okay? Which I say that not in the form of a scare tactic, because Yahweh Bashim Yahshua also said that he was going to be with us, man. Okay? Now, you know, some of us may suffer certain things, but look, whatever the fuck you got to suffer by rejecting that MOTB is not more important than a victory. Okay? All right? Babylon is over with, man. Ain't no saving this place. There's no reason to invest in this place. We have every single reason to cash in, meaning put all of our faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. We have all the reasons to do that, man. Okay, because Babylon the Great is done. Okay? All right? And even if it wasn't done, we still got to arise and depart, because this is not our rest, but it is done. I'm just saying that to say that. Okay? All right? Like the apostle said, you know, you got to be in this thing for the long haul. But guess what, brothers? The long haul is over with. You know, now we at the end of this thing, man. We're just looking for maybe two more prophecies, major prophecies. Jacob's trouble and the MOTB. After that, it's going to be the missiles. And that's right around the corner, man. As you see what's happening in the world. Okay, as considering prophecy. Right? It says, going back to Revelations 2:26, it says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So when Yahushua, Salaki says, and I will give him the morning star. So when Yahushua speaks about setting crowns upon our heads, those crowns represents what? Rulership. And they're going to be literal crowns, because guess what? We're going to be kings. And guess what also comes with that crown? A scepter. Okay? And that scepter is going to be a form of rulership. Just like now, Esau has a scepter. When you go to Isaiah the 14th chapter, the Lord said he has broken the staff and the scepter of the rulers, the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. Okay? And we see that happening now. We see the Lord breaking the staff of the wicked. Oh, a perfect example of that is this whole situation with this dude that ran over that cop. Okay? And when he was sitting in that courtroom and how he was mugging the police, Jake wouldn't have been able to do that during the time of slavery. And hell, hey, maybe there was, well, I'll say this, there were Jakes that didn't have a problem fucking up some of these crackers, and a lot of them embraced getting hung. Okay, but I'm gonna say this. See now, you know, you got this TikTok and you got these different reels where people are responding to it, and now the whole new trend is Judah mainly is coming out saying that they would have did the same exact thing if it was their son. So Esau lost that power that he had during the time of Jim Crow, because if this was the Jim Crow era, you wouldn't hear Jake saying a peep, because they would be scared to be punished by Esau. But Esau lost that power, man. Okay, so there's nothing as considering prophecy. Okay, a race war is coming, man. Okay, all right, and a lot of Edomites are going to get fucked up. Okay, the scripture speaks about that, on how Judah's going to be amongst the midst of the nations as a lion on a beast. Okay, but guess what? It's going to be a lot of Jakes getting fucked up too. Okay, but it's coming. Okay, all right. So that's a form of Yahweh Bashim Yashai also breaking the scepter of these rulers, but it's ultimately going to take place when Yahweh Shai comes back. But I say that to say this: Esau does not have that full power, like the Lord. He's waking that what's to say, that lion's that whelp lion up, man. Okay, you know, Jake is no longer a lion in a cage that crouches down. Jake is standing the fuck up, man. Okay. Salakia. I'm gonna keep going. It says, back to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2. Verses verse 44, it says, "So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Now they are crowned with them to receive palms." And we are confessing Yahweh Bashim Yashai when we go out to these camps and we teach and we prophesy and we shake the hands and the gates of the nobles and we pour out the pure understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yashai on the streets. That's us confessing Yahweh Bashim Yashai, man. Speaking in the ears of the people the words of prophecy, whether they want to hear or forbear. And we spare not doing that too. You can't be in this truth. You know, now we do have to be circumspect, but when it comes to going out there and pushing that line, we're not sparing any feelings. Okay, we're going to tell you what thus said the Lord, and that's it. You got a problem with that, take it up with the Most High. Okay. It says, Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. So the angel, so this is like, and I've been reading this a lot, okay, this 47 verse, because the angel said that, of Salakia, Ezra said that he commended them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. So if you're standing stiffly, then that means there's something trying to pretty much tip you over. And that's how it is in his walk, man. You know, the shit that brothers battle is sometimes it seems unbearable. Okay. And we battle to obtain the unseen, which is the kingdom. Okay. And you know, you might have to lose certain things, let certain things go. You know, because it's not worth putting too much energy in, because it takes away from this truth. And that's just how the walk is. You know, that's why Yahweh Shai said, He that loveth, such and such mother, father, daughter more than me is not worthy to be my a disciple. And it might not just be your mother, your daughter, or your children, or your son, or your brother. It could be your job. It could be what you could have been in this world. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, that's what Yahweh Shai said. He that loses his life is going to find it. He that findeth his life is going to lose it. See, a lot of these people that are set up on their leads of Jake, they're getting ready to lose because Babylon's getting ready to lose. Okay, so for all you Jakes who have put your trust in Babylon, as it is written, Egypt's going to be your shame, man, because the Most High going to take this fucking place out, and He's doing it. Okay. All right. So, I just wanted to get a quick impromptu. All right. And, the main part that I'm focusing on is how Ezra commended them that stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, brothers. All right. No matter what is brought upon you, keep the faith, man. Keep the fight. Keep fighting. Okay. Romans the 8th chapter. Okay, keep fighting. Okay, continue to do the work. Okay, and that's it. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. All right, double honors to our apostles, the great Milson, the Ruel, and peace and shalom to the elect. Shalom, 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 Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai,